Check 1, 2, 3. Just gonna give people your boy Gaming Dad. We'll get started in a hot second. Happy Monday to everyone. All right, let's see if this goes right. There it is. All right, listen, I still got the little delay. I still haven't figured out how to fix that, but it is what it is. Welcome back. Good people, listen, man. Listen, I'm sorry for these hiatuses, man, but man, listen, if you guys, if the economy is affecting you guys like it affected me, I my second job, man, it's been to like it's been really slow. So anytime work comes out there, I got to pounce on it. It's like I can't just like blow it off. It's like, oh, I gotta go to work. So it is what it is. That's the reason why I haven't been streaming as much lately. But man, listen, and then on top of that, man, listen, I don't know how you guys' pockets is, but shoo, sheesh. It's so, like before one thing is done, another thing pops up, man. My car, listen, my car is on the fritz. Well, not my, well, it's on the fritz, and so I've been trying to work those things out. Just one thing after another, man. I mean, I could sit here for a long time and tell you about the different things I've got going. Man, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna complain about it because I'm here today, man. I'm blessed. Oh man, even through all the little stuff that's been jabbing at me, you know what, man? Listen, I am blessed, man. I'm so glad that I have a savior in my life that this keeps me on the even keel, keeps me peace when the world seems crazy, and it is crazy. But good people, listen, man. Welcome, 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 man. Um, I'm kind of glad I kind of waited a little bit before I started talking about Sony's debacle and the audacity to say, you know what, all these years we've been physical, we're going strictly digital, and not give us an option. You know what? In ways, I don't like that they have taken the stance, but I'm kind of glad they have taken the stance because people are, our real feelings are starting to be shown in a drastic way. Um, I know it ain't just me. I know it's quite a few people out here who believe like, hey man, listen, I liked having the choice. You know what? Don't get me wrong. Listen, if you are digital, hey man, that be all digital. If you are physical, you know what? I I can see how this bothers you. Um, but give me the choice to be able to buy digital or buy physical. I just hope that the right lawmaker gets wind of this. I don't care if it's in America or in the UK, where they say, you know what, man, listen, how do they own the stuff that they buy? And if they go to making games where, you know what, you're just running these games, you're not really purchasing them, man, listen, it will be a drastic exit. I am not gonna lie. I'd be like, all right, I'm just cool. What I got, and that'll be it, man. That'll be a wrap. Because you know what, I I really really hate games as a service, and I don't want to feel like I'm just being pimped. You know what, for my little for my dollars. You know what, if I purchase a game, I want to be able to own it and maybe pass it down to my kids and want to play it one day later. And so I'm all in favor of boycotting them jokers. You know, if their games are not on, if it's not a physical game, man, I don't want it. If the PlayStation 6 comes out and it's all digital, the question now this will be a great guerrilla tactics point. What would be the purpose? You don't have a whole lot of series that I'm like, man, I just gotta play. That I can definitely live without. I would not. I would if they came out with an all digital, or they say, well, you know what, this is one price, but if you want disc, you know what, you have to pay an extra price. It was just crazy. Like I'm not in favor of that. I listen off the muscle. I don't care what game they launch. I'm like, nope, 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 nope. All right, but we'll get into that. I'm going to listen. Look at the check in who all came in today. I know Dion, my boy Dion, was first in the chat. You can't see that. There it is, right there at the top. Dion was first in the chat. Quake 311 says finally grabbed that copy of DK. Good stuff. Yeah, DK man was pretty. It's pretty good. Yeah, I wish I would have gave it more time. You know, I didn't spend enough time with it to be like, you know, I'm eventually gonna get back to it. It's just so many other things came out. I was like, I can tell you what I am playing right now though. I am playing what's that game? Um, with the black girl, Souls of Midnight. I think that's what it's called. But that game is good. That game has a really, really good story. I'm playing that and I'm playing Star Fox. But I tell you, man, that has a really, really, really good story. Highly recommend it. I'm like on chapter 4. I've been playing it a little bit every night, so I'm gonna play it tonight. Um, I'm kind of scared to play it on my computer, man. My computer be tripping. Like, listen, I was thinking, man, I might have to just switch over to my laptop, which I don't want to. But it is what it is. But yeah, man, I wish I would have spent more time with DK. Bazit 24/7. What's going on, my brother? Jack Black in the building. Ricardo, what's going on, sir? Moet 4529. Hey, Geeky. How's the kids? CMG in the building. What's going on, sir? Man, CMG, man, your contact, man, has been great, man. It has definitely been getting better and better and better, man. I love the fact that I love to watch your growth, man. So shout out to CMG. Quake 311 says how CMG. Everybody says CMG. I don't listen, man. Sonic Knuckles, man. I do not know what is going on with the Twitch chat. I might have to do a little bit more investigation because when I hop on, I'm able to get into it, but I don't know why y'all can't. So maybe I have to. I don't know. I do not know. But let me get y'all on the since Twitch chat is down. Sonic Knuckles, I'll put you up on the board twice as nice. Let's see, Sonic. I'm just gonna put Sonic 2. And then Sonic Knuckles Tails. Gotcha. Quag says, we use our PS5 for a DVD and Blu-ray player. I ain't mad at you. So we like picking up PS4 and PS5 titles for the library, but I still like PS Plus extra service. Xbox Series S is mostly used for streaming movies and Minecraft. Yeah, my kids have a Series S, and it is strictly Minecraft and Roblox. Steve M, what's going on, sir, man? Steve, got you on the board. He said, I already made my mind up. Nintendo and PC is where I'll be in the future. I don't see Sony reversing this decision. A physical disc, so I am moving on from them after next year. Yeah, you know what? Listen, I think, uh, I, of course, there's games I want to play. I'm picking up Wolverine. September is jam packed. But I think in September I'll be picking up Wolverine. Now, listen, there's a couple games this month I'm gonna pick up too. We'll talk about that later. Um, but I agree with you. If they stick to their guns and say, you know what, this is what we're doing. Um, I might have to back away. Now what's gonna be interesting is and what would be smart for Sony to do is to go the PS5 handheld digital way. Now, if they can somehow make it where, hey, games I've already bought on my PS5, I get a digital code for this handheld, then I'm with that. I'll stick with it. But there's no way going forward that I'm buying a digital, knowing how a digital PS6, knowing how this code so quick they are to pull games. I just can't. I can't trust you, Sony. And you know what? And I really hope it hurts their bottom line. I really hope that, like, man, whoever made this decision, they need to be fired. Quay says, haven't picked up Assassin's Creed Black Flag, still got it on the Wii U. Side says, I can see Twitch fine, but you can't see Twitch chat. You can't see it? Huh. I wonder why is that so? Okay, listen, I gotta look. I'll do some more looking into it. I just gotta be able to investigate it one day and do some demo lives so it can just pop up and I can see what's going on. Says put the chaplain on the board twice as nice. Yeah, I got him. Got him on the board twice as nice. Ha ha. All right. Solid Knuckle tells, man, first of all, man, I appreciate you, brother, for staying consistent, even when your boy is not consistent. But Philippians chapter 2, verse 9, it says, therefore God has highly exalted him and bestowed on him the name that is above every name. So that at the end, excuse me, so that at the name of Jesus, every knee should bow. Every knee will bow, and in heaven and on earth and under the earth, and every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord to the glory of God the Father. Amen, 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 and say it is so. My goodness, listen, what a scripture to the remind. That's why I'm telling you, like when the world is going cray cray, we have Jesus. And I don't know how people live this life without him. I just don't know. I just don't know how that happens. I mean, I can't even imagine the person I was before I got saved. I don't even have any memories of that person. Crazy. But I'm so grateful that he is in my life. And I'm so grateful that I'm on a channel with people who share some of my same beliefs. And even though you don't, you still my guy, but if you want to know who Jesus is and why he makes me so happy, man, let a brother know. I will share with you my testimony, where he has brought me from to where I'm at now. Thank you, my brother, for that was a great, great scripture to share today. CMG says PS5 is in trouble. I don't know about PS5. PlayStation as a brand is in trouble. The PS5 is gonna be all right. I think they'll scoot through here. They'll reach the 100 million mark. GTA has definitely guaranteed that to happen. But I would definitely tell you, buddy, when they made that, people, when they made that decision, man, I know people, man, who are just not on gaming, don't even pay attention to it, but was immediately reaching out to me like, hey, Dave, what is your thoughts on this here? I mean, parents, parents that don't play a lick of game, got kids that play games, and she was like, I'm just wondering what's going on with this here. And I just explained to him, I was like, well, I'm just not a big fan of that because of the power it gives them. It gives them it gives them so much power, and it's not um, customer friendly at all. And it gives them, they can just dictate. You want to play the game. It gives you no choice. Yeah. So I would say Sony is going to push a lot of people. If they stand on business, they're going to push a lot of people to PC. Even with the high prices of memory, they're going to push people right to PC because people say, hey, why pay that money for that PlayStation 5 when I can just build me a PC? That to me, that's like, they don't have the IP power for me to be like, oh man, I got to think about it. And I ain't gonna lie to you, if Nintendo did it, I'll be pissed too, but I would have to think about it drastically. Like, they got IPs I like to play. But Sony don't. I mean, Sony, listen. Now that Call of Duty and I can get that other places. I can get Madden and 2K other places. Nah, nope, 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 nope. Says I will be here lurking. I know my brother. I know you. I know you streaming also. I'm glad you came through. So because hopefully we're all there singing. That's right. That is right. I hope that we're all there praising at the same time. Oh man, but yeah, man. Listen, a lot of it's a lot of, since we last talked. It's been a lot of things going on from Xbox and all these layoffs, and you know what? It brings a bigger picture, and it's one of the themes that I'm going to discuss with my students in my classroom this year. And every year I do a theme. Last year's theme for my classroom was change the narrative. And I kind of structured my lessons and my social skills and things of that nature with them all upon that narrative of like changing the narrative. And so this year I'm gonna take that to a different level because we need to talk about like how do I prepare for a rapidly changing future. And that can go for anybody. Like, and I look at how many layoffs, and I believe Xbox is not done. I believe they are not done with the layoffs. I think some more coming. And you really gotta be like, okay, what do I major in? Like, I remember my daughter going out to school, when she's gonna, she was gonna major in graphic design, and I had to like steer her a different direction. I just like say, hey, baby girl, let's look at the writing on the wall. And well, I started showing her these layoffs and the things that AI can do, and a lot of these jobs are being replaced. You gotta think smarter, like not what jobs they can't replace right away. You know that, and man, listen, all I can say to you, man, is get your affairs in order, man. Start looking at your life, the things that you're buying, the things you're investing in, and start positioning yourself to do some other things because you got to change the narrative because the narrative is being rewritten right in your face. And you don't even. All right. So, yeah, so there's a lot of things are going on. I'm so glad that the Avatar movie is pushed up to, I think it's next week. Is it next week? What's the day there? In 12 days. Get 2 weeks. In 12 days, the Avatar movie will be premiering on Prime. If you have not seen the trailer, you should watch it. Avatar Aang is the title of it. And then 2 days before it drops on stream, the Avatar video game, fighting game comes out, and that I'm picking that up. Splatoon, Raiders, picking that up. But I'm trying to get the. I think that game is called South of Midnight. I think I'm trying to get that beat. I want to beat that before I move on to my next game. All right, let's see. Quay says, teach your kids to learn a trade. Yes, man. That's all I've been pushing. Welder, carpenter, electrician, technician, plumber. That's all I've been pushing, man. This year I have I've met a couple master plumbers, and one of them has agreed to come talk to my kids. And so that's what I'm trying to do now. Is like me as I'm meeting people. It's like, hey, those who have trades, and trying to get them to come in and talk to my kids, so they get an idea like of how to kind of structure themselves going forward. Because even though a lot of my kids in my classroom, I think the oldest one I'll have will be an 11th grader. But they still need to start, getting themselves rights for that. So, but you're right, man. Listen, a trade. Like I even thought about, like, man, what? Maybe I'll go back to school and and give me a trade on the side. I just, what? I think education will be here for a little while. But man, it's just the more and more that I think about it, like, phew, I don't know, man. Wow. Oh man, let's see. All right. Let me. I just want to check the wheel real quick. All right. We currently got 15. If you have not jumped in yet, feel free to jump in on the wheel so I can get you on. And let me see. One thing I have been doing. Listen, I will tell you this real quick. I have bought a NAS. And I'm just gonna show you the program real quick. And so, and what I've been doing is I have a ton of DVD videos, tons. And so I have been backing them up to this NAS so I can always have access to them just in case something was to happen. Or, and I like it because I can run it through any TV in my house, or I can be even out on the road somewhere. As long as I got internet service, I can pull any movie I have and watch it. So I am back. I'm back in the business of buying DVDs. So I just bought recently Batman, the animated series. I bought season 2 and 3, and just got those kind of transferred over. And just wanted to show y'all to this real quick, man. If you haven't got something to think about, a NAS is really really good, especially if you're trying to back up and keep a lot of your stuff. Jay Biggs in the building, man. I just saw you pop in the chat. I'll get you on the board in a hot second. All right, let's see. A triumph of corporate convenience over consumer choice. Backlash to PlayStation's killing disc intensifies as retailer associations slam Sony, and they should. You know what? To me, it's like, you know what? You gotta have some kind of loyalty somewhere. That's what I'm saying. Let me get Jay Biggs on the board real quick. Jay Busy. All right, 1 second. All right, got Jay Biggs on the board. And we started off tonight talking about this backlash, and we're just gonna keep that ball rolling for a hot second because you know, people out here are, you know what? Listen, I don't think Sony has really got a grasp. They're trying to stay to their guns, but this is not going away. This is not going away. And that video of them and how they kill Xbox, I believe it at E3 showing how you share games. That video is not holding up very well for them. Yeah, matter of fact, this the video here. Yep, this video is not holding up very good for them. This is definitely gonna come back to it's coming back to bite them tremendously. But there's no way, man. I just really cannot support that. It's, you know, it takes a lot to support game key cards, but I go out my way to support games that's like on the cartridge. Like I just picked up. What is that? I just picked this up. They had it on sale at GameStop, and I had some credit there, so I went and picked this up. So I think this, you know, I wanted this from the start. I hope this is pretty good. But it's all on the cartridge, so I was like, oh, I'm with that, 100%. Jay Big says, they should let third parties make disc drivers and let companies like Limited Run make the physical releases. I listen, I agree, but the issue is they're gonna still have to have some form of disc, and the ability to read off that disc for their system. So they still gotta make that happen. If they come out with a system that's strictly digital, and they don't have a system that is, you know, that has a disc inside of it as well, then, you know, you know, they back to SOL. But yeah, I agree. You know what? Even if you got to, you know, even if you got to pay a little extra, like, you know, I don't mind paying a little bit of extra for a physical version, as long as I know that you can't go back and take it from me. That'd be my issue. Like, you can't, if they figure out, they find some way where they can be able to block my purchase that I picked up that I bought in the store, then you know what? Then I'm filing a lawsuit. Then we join a class action lawsuit. You know, we gotta come for their throat. That's why if you know what, if I am Nintendo will win the war by doing nothing. If they just say we gonna keep it business as usual and ride this out and continue to provide, you know, what's it, physical cartridges and keep that ball rolling, and they gonna win. Because you think about like this here. They're still gonna listen. We're gonna get a Switch 2 Pro this year. I mean, during this cycle, during this generation, we're gonna get a Switch 2 Pro, and it's going to be even more magical, and keep them physical games coming. And you know, like right now, like somebody said this on a podcast, but game key cards, it look a whole lot better than nothing. But you know what? Once again, with game key cards, you still give out a lot of control because yeah, I own the license, but who say if something was to happen and you stop the license or you stop it from being a download? You just you know what? The world is getting crazy and crazy. It would not it wouldn't be like a brand new something to think about if somebody did that. Quay says, Luigi's wins by doing nothing. That classic Mario Party meme lives all through Nintendo. Being Nintendo. Man, listen, you is absolutely right, man. Like, don't get me wrong, man. I like Sony as a company. They make great cameras. But right now, buddy, listen, they are public enemy number one. And I'm all in favor of like boycotting whatever new system they get coming out, think about coming out. That is not this base, buddy. Listen, I don't care about your IPs. I hope somebody else buy them up because listen, I don't care. And I love God of War. I'm a big God of War fan. But mm-mm. It's funny how Santa Monica had to put that that really. Hey, this is coming on disc. Don't forget. Listen, this is going on disc. Don't do us like that. Jay Busy says, well, I am keeping track of all the people that said they are done with Sony to see how many of them will get a PS6 day one. Who they listen? They're gonna have to for me to get PS6 at launch. They have to backtrack from this. They have to. They absolutely have to backtrack from it because it really is nothing that I really want to play. That I mean, even this like I don't know. Listen, I would I know I sound a little wishy washy right now. But for real, they would have to they would have to pull back from this, man. They would have to have physical copies because a digital. Listen, I might get a Steam machine. J Big's got big receipts. J Big said, I turned 46 at midnight. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Jay Busy in the building, the big 4-6. You trying to tell me, man, you MJ, you was 45 in his prime right now? Man, congratulations, man. Listen, I always tell people like, man, like I know I have a lot of friends, man, who did not make the 21. I be like, every day is a blessing. Every day is a blessing. My mom did make it she made it she made it to 38. That was it. That was it, man. So there's a lot of people, man, who did not make it, man. That young man who just lost his life in that water, he didn't make it to 20. You know what? I want to just think about that, man. Jay Busy, man. Happy birthday to you, my brother, man. Happy birthday to you. What you doing for your birthday? I know I know you doing something. Bought something. See, a question that says that even at $10, it said I'm still not picking up a Switch 2 camera. My buddies already know what I look like. Oh man. Well, that $10 deal at GameStop did sound interesting, right? Oh man, yeah, y'all show J Big some love. 46 in the mix. Oh man. 19 was in 46. That's 1980. Hey, 1980. Yeah, because they're off 151. Yeah, that's 1980. Jay Big says, wife is taking me out to eat. Maybe go to the fair. around the corner from the house. All right. Ain't nothing like, you know what I'm saying, doing a little something with your wifey. That's dope. You know, my wife, she had to work this past week in Savannah, Georgia. And you know, Savannah's are like on the far east of the state of Georgia. But it's nice. It's nice, really nice. Like it's a really nice place to visit for like a weekend or something. Nice little getaway. You know, it gets got a nice little strip, nice little eats. Definitely, you know, worth going down there. But we took a drive. It's about a half an hour drive to this little island called Tybee Island. Tybee Island is like, I mean, like you see the ocean, you at Tybee Island. And we went there, man. Had dinner, man, and whew, food was so good and fresh. Just a nice experience. Went and walked out on the beach for a little hot second, and got ourselves back in the car and came on back to the hotel. So that was a nice little experience. But yeah, man, listen, that's good. I'm glad you out and about with your wifey. I'm still laughing about that $10 camera though. Well, I saw that story today, man. I just couldn't laugh. I said, man, I paid $50 for that camera, and I can't listen. And I'm looking at that camera right now as it look at me unplugged. I would probably have it plugged up, man. But you know what? I'm in my season of purging, so we've been throwing out and throwing out and throwing out stuff left and right. Donating stuff and just trying to get the house and stuff in order. God put it on my conscience to get things in order, get things prepared. So, and my room will be the last place I get prepared. I'm been doing everything else. The garage is functional again. The kids is loving that, being able to go out and work out, things of that nature. So, Quay says, enjoy. We always do all you do some Mexican for your birthday dinner. Love them fish tacos. I know that's right. I know that's right. You know, speaking of that, I know we on our food tip right now, but man, they got a place here that's not too far. I stay in a city called Rockmart, and it's a city called Rome. That's probably about 30 minutes from us. And man, they got this soul place, man, called Bento Soul, and um they make they make like these egg rolls, but they're not egg rolls. They're rolls that are wrapped with like macaroni and cheese, greens, sweet potatoes, baked beans. It is absolutely phenomenal, and you can get like four of those jokers for $10. I said, what? I made sure I give them the tip. Get this tip. Cause they that good. All right. I'm gonna give my food tip. All right. Let's see. We'll come back to PlayStation. I know we didn't beat that horse a little bit. July 23rd this month, which is is that next week? 10 days. In 10 days, it's gonna be off the hook in July. And we got it's just, you know, we got some games that we're definitely gonna I'm telling you, man, I'm picking up this Avatar game. It just looks too fun. I'm a big Avatar fan, so I'm with it. Tomb Raider, you got Final Fantasy, HD remastered. I said, Disgaea Mayhem. I think that might be a pretty good game, but not my cup of tea. Kotick. I don't know what Kotick is, but I know these two games for sure. I'm picking up on the 23rd, and I wished, if Avatar has a physical copy coming, then I'll wait before I pick that game up because I want to. I want to double dip. I want a physical part. I want a physical purchase. Now, I'm not seeing this story here, and I know I've ranted about this numerous of times. You know, Toys for Bob is interested in working on a Banjo Kazooie game. Hey, man, Xbox, pay attention. You need to make this happen. You need to sign whatever contract I need to have. Go ahead and get them start working on it right now. So whenever you drop your system, this is a launch title. This should be a launch title. If this was a launch title for the original, I mean for the Xbox Series X, Xbox would have took off more in Japan because of this game. They would have took off. Their numbers would have been because you know what they have nothing to cater to that audience. Quake 3 Left says Splatoon Raiders Direct looked promising. Might play that sooner than later, especially if it's cheaper to pre-order. I believe it is. I believe it is cheaper. I think it's like it might be $50 or I don't know. Jay Big says, I tagged you into the GameStop thing yesterday. Okay, gotcha. Jay Big says, I am only getting Splatoon. This is the closest thing we are getting to Splatooner land, which has been on my wish list. Jay Busy, I'm with you on this one. I hope 007, Stella Blade, Turok, Warhammer. Listen, man, I hope Warhammer man plays and I hope it plays and looks good. Don't all come out in the same week. I know, right? I could have got 007 on the PS5. I said nope. I'm gonna wait for the Switch. Uh, Stellar Blade is another. I don't know if I pick it up at launch, but it's on my radar to pick up. But Warhammer, oh yeah, I want that in portable mode. Ah man, so listen, man, so many games, man, so many games. But back to Toy for Bob, I think you know what I kind of hope they take the reins and it would be really dope if somehow, some way they can partner with Nintendo. To me, it's like you know what you want to make sure this game gets enough coverage. You want to make enough money from it. You know, you make that partnership happen because that would be because I would want that definitely on the Switch. But um, Xbox, man, this is a game. You know what you if you want to pull people to what your next system is, people would definitely take a look if it's on there. Beth says the game I want they not given release dates yet. Okay, the games you want they're not giving release dates yet. But what are those games? Jay Big says, because I know they're going to try to avoid Modern Warfare and Zelda. Yeah. Oh yeah. But you know, I would too though. GTA 6 is gonna be interesting. Now that is definitely gonna be interesting. I'm not pre ordering nothing. I don't see the purpose of it. Um the game might be too big that I don't even know if I want to even download that on my system. And I might, if I pick it up, I might pick it up on my Xbox just to have on Xbox. So I hope it plays well. J Big says, I need at least one of those to release in August because so far, all I'm getting that month is Metal Gear. Listen, man, where my sound effects at? Where my sound effects at? Get this man a pause. Listen, absolutely 100% picking up the Metal Gear. Metal Gear 4, man, Metal Gear Solid 4 is probably one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely picking that one up. Definitely that right. You know, it's so many game. Listen, and I didn't even talk about Castlevania. And we didn't even talk about like, hey, you know what? The possibility of a Nintendo Direct in September. It's crazy, man. It's you know what? You gotta be really selective on which games you're gonna buy. Like you can't buy everything, but there's enough games that I was like, oh man, I want to buy. But 007 might not get picked up at launch, but it'll probably get picked up though. Like I would definitely pick it up. Um, but I might push it off a little bit. I don't know because I'm Wolverine day one. Then I already put my pre-order down. Metal Gear, they're day one. Hey PC, let me get you on the board before I forget. Days, I forgot about DayZ. Bazit? Oh, come on, I right. Do 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 do. Okay, this is not what I want. All right, there we go. All right, got you on the board, PC. Hope all is well this wonderful evening with you. You know what? Yeah, Minecraft Dungeon does look good, man. It's just I don't know if I want to get it day one. I kind of want it. I kind of want on my Switch, but it's like I'm still paying for Game Pass. I might just keep it around for a little while. Said Minecraft Dungeons 2 will probably be the next Xbox game that will interest my family. Wolverine for the PS, Ocarina of Time for the Switch. Yeah, but I gotta have that Metal Gear. Ooh, dang, that Metal Gear made me want to say, I might have to put that Avatar game on hold. Yeah, cause I gotta have that Metal Gear. What is the release date on that? Let me check that. Let's see. Where am I? Google. All right. See, that's well, what's the release date? I need that. Am I missing it? Okay, August 27th. August 27th is the release date. Ooh. All right. Yeah, I might be all right. July. Yeah, I might be straight. You know what? While we got this up here, let's look at let's see. I might mm, 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 mm. All right, let's see. I don't know. Skip on down. That's March. Nobody. That's May. June. All right, let's go from June. In July. Let's see what's all coming out. All right, July 1st. Didn't pick up my copy of Rhythm Heaven yet, but I will sometime this week. What is this game here? I saw a preview. I think this might be pretty good too. This Then shot attack, something like that. All right, talked about those two. Okay. Is anybody picking up Halo? I got Game Pass. I'll play it on Game Pass. But that is interesting. Now listen, I saw Beast Incarnate. This is a game with a chick. She's like a ninja and she got a gun. I kind of dig that too. Hey Brittany, how you doing? She said, "Hold on, I'm gonna put Brittany's comment up on the board." Brittany says, "Oh my goodness, don't judge me. I know it's lame, but I love Bomberman on the 1064. Listen, you'd be surprised. A lot of people like Bomberman, even though Bomberman is not my cup of tea. But I did like Bomberman on the Switch. 64, I didn't give it no love. But I get it. Everybody got their cup of tea. You know what? My man Quag, you know what? If I said something about Pit Cross or Dr. Mario, he like, listen, I gotta have that. But hey, Brittany, how you doing? Listen, Brittany, let me put you on the board real quick. Oh, you know what? Hold on one second. I gotta. All right, Brittany, got you. You on the board? Brittany, we give out a free Nintendo eShop card every Monday night, and by your comment, you on the board. My dogs is going crazy. I know why. One dog has been bad. Listen, I'm gonna say this small comment. My dog ate. We ordered pizza from Domino's, and my favorite is that Domino's. They got a kind of like a old school pan pizza, like you getting it from Pizza Hut, and we get the barbecue chicken. That's my little jam. This joker ate the whole. He went into the kitchen and pulled the thing down and ate the whole pizza. He in the garage. If he knock on the door again, I'm gonna go beat him up. No, I'm not. But still, boy, that Joker boy made me mad. All right, let's see. Hold on, let me get. What? Hold on one second. Boom, boom, boom. We here. All right. Baptist says, Rugby League 26. I was disappointed. To me, they didn't pull proteins in the game and change the full price. Oh, you know what? Listen, I was gonna recommend that game to my son. My son, he likes college football, but my son, he played rugby in college, so I know he would appreciate that. Jay Big says, I will buy everything I want, but hopefully they spread them apart a little. Like, don't be afraid to release a game in December. Right. You know what? I want somebody to go ahead and just release one on Christmas Eve. And have you outside trying to buy a game on Christmas Eve. JB says, I would have it. I would have if it was coming to Switch 2 along with Blackouts 1 and 2 and Doom. Yeah. Listen, I don't understand why Doom is not already on the Switch. JB says, I like Dr. Mario. Yeah, I like Dr. Mario too. That's one game they do need to kind of up. If they updated that, that would be dope. But you know what? I need Pac-Man 99 back. That's what I need. All right. If you guys were looking for Hell is Us or it's just this date, they say, listen, we're getting out of this jungle, which is in September, and we are launching due to a very busy September. Let's see if they got all the release dates on this. He says, we have decided to postpone the release from September 24th to October 8th. They give themselves a month and a half. Because September, man, it's heavy. I don't know about, listen, I probably had to see some reviews on this game before I pick this one up. But because October, you're competing with Castlevania. And I know for sure I'm picking up Castlevania in October. So if you're looking for a Hell is Up, they've been postponed. All right. Okay, yes. So this game right here is super good. If you have not played it, the storyline is really, really good. I'm going through it right now. And I hope I have it done by next week. Because I need to have it done before I buy any other story driven games. But super good. But former Xbox Studios Compulsion Games says it's open to collaborations. Come on, collab on down there with Nintendo, man. Just go ahead, make it happen. You see how Xbox did you wrong. You see Nintendo, they'll do you right. All right, next up is what is it? Is it called? Is it Lawfrey? That's a stupid name. They should have named it something different. The new God of War release date could be announced in a new event happening very soon. Wherever that event is, it's gonna get bombed. They're gonna have to turn the comments off. People are gonna be destroying that bad boy. Jay Big says, I love South of Midnight. Yeah, man, it's such a good story, man. Oh, my wife. What is my wife saying to me? Oh, she could have said that to me earlier. let me respond to my wife. Okay. Yeah, South of Midnight, man, has such a good story, man. Brittany, yes. Yeah, it was like his launch time. He said, "Wait, what? They have Bomberman on the Switch? Oh, I need that." Yes, yes. Matter of fact, it was a launch title. You probably find it. You probably find that bad boy dirt cheap too. Captain C, what's going on, man? Captain C said, "You cake my girl Larfy like that. Girl got herself a Grammy." Wait, wrong Larfy. Oh man, that's funny. Let me get Captain C on the board. All right, got you on the board, Captain C. Boom. Yeah, Brittany. Yeah, you got to get Bomberman on the Switch. That was pretty good, and they had a bunch of updates too. So yeah, you be in Bomberman heaven. J Big says uh there were parts that almost made me tear, especially how they did it by music. You listen, that story of them kind of like escaping. I was like, man, it was so good. So usually I'm not a story person, but I was invested in that story. Yes, I was like, man, this is. And you know what? I wasn't even thinking about playing it this past week. It's just like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and start it. I had bought it when it launched, and I was like, dang, this is good. Yeah, very good story. I definitely highly recommend it. And I'm just on chapter 4. And I like the little build up system. I like the combat. Like, you know what? The bosses and the, you know what, they give you like they ain't weak. Like the people they even start you off again, they ain't no punks. They that's a pretty good game. Bazza says Hope Hellblade 2 and Alan Wake 2 come to Switch 2. The first ones are on the Switch 2. Yeah, you know what? Alan Wake 2 to me should that game kind of ran. It didn't run the best, but they should. If I'm correct, didn't Alan Wake the remaster come out on the Switch? I wonder if I have that. I know I got it on Xbox. I don't know if I got it on Switch. But yeah, you know what? You're right. Hellblade, the first Hellblade was like to me. I really liked the first Hellblade. It was kind of it was creepy. So I did not like the way certain people trashed that game for being too woke. Uh, I don't like that either, man. Because you know what? If it has a good story, it's not pushing an agenda. I don't think that game was woke. Well, maybe I haven't seen parts of it that I'm supposed to see or whatever. But for what I've seen so far, that's not a woke game. They just running a mock maybe because the protagonist is a female and let alone a black female. I'm just saying. Yes, Alan Wake came to the Switch. It was a bad port. Yeah, I thought so. But I do want Alan Wake 2. So the Switch 2 update did not help either. Golly. Well, thanks for the lookout. Save me a couple of bucks. Oh, you know what? We forgot. You know what? Of all the games we thought about, we forgot about Gears. Gears is this. Tell you, man, too many games, man. That is exactly why. The exact reason why. I think you'll tell me in a minute. The rest of it. Let's see what it says. Despite this, reports widely indicate that Larfy was poised to release in 2027, potentially in the early months of the upcoming year. Now, presuming that these reports were accurate, it could result in the PlayStation formally announcing the game's launch date in a little over a week. Set to take place July 24th, PlayStation will be hosting a panel dedicated to the entirety to the God of War Lofty at San Diego Comic Con. This panel is set to run for roughly 1 hour and will feature the game's director, Ariel Lawrence, and the Santa Monica studio creative lead, Corey Barlog, providing new details on the project. In addition, cast members that include Deborah Ann Wool, Christopher Judge, Jack Quaid, and Parlina Law will be present to talk about their character and the role that they will play in the narrative of Larfy. I know I'm tearing that up. JB says another game I am mad that is not coming to Switch 2. Both of them. I think Asher might have blocked me. Yeah, yeah. I think she put a chop in the hole. I mean, for Xbox, that was smart. I mean, like we've had plenty of discussions on this channel about the importance of having exclusive games for your system. Yeah, it is not quite consumer friendly, but for a business and a brand, I mean, I understand. Like, hey, man, you want to play? If you wanted to play Halo, you know what? You know what to do? I had to get an Xbox. It is what it is. Like, and once I got an Xbox, I was like, oh man, I dig it. And then I got an Xbox 360, and I was like, oh man, this is where it's at. Karen of War, Luffy King of the Pirates. I mean, God of War, Larfy. That's funny. Has anybody played Star Fox online yet? I would have to say, man, it's been pretty fun. I kind of suck at it because I'm just not getting my control, my bearings back underneath me. But I had fun. I have. I couldn't. I bet you playing with a bunch of other people is probably super dope. I think I watched a couple other channels when they had like multiplayer, and it looked like it was fun. Asher must have been. Asher must have been. Will this guy leave me alone? She was like, I'm tired of these stalkers. J Big, man, you funny, man. Said, yes, I did. Oh, man. But yeah, God of War, man, listen, it's one of my favorite franchises. But I don't care what God of War they pull out there. I'm not dipping into no all digital system. I just want to read the verdict. This is the Legion Gold 2. I still rock with my Legion Gold 1. But you know what? My issue with any Windows laptop is never any Windows gaming handheld. It's never the handheld. It's always Windows. So the Legion Go 2 is a capable Windows gaming handheld with a lovely OLED screen, put potent internals and some clever extras you won't find on competing choices. The much higher price stings a lot, though it still suffers some software elements with Windows 11, and battery life is poor against rivals. Yep, that's all I need to know. I need to know nothing else. The verdict was good enough on Legion Go. He said, hold up. JB says, so I played with Nia and CMG a few weeks ago. On what game? Oh, you talking about for on Star Fox. How was your experience? Because this is my experience just playing online, even though I mean it was decent. I had a pretty good time. If I had a crew, it would have been great. He said, I tweeted Asher almost every other day. Yeah, you was borderline stalker. Something happened to her, they coming to your house. And she come up missing, they coming to J Biggs' crib like, dog, I need to. Matter of fact, the crew from Law and Order is coming to your house. Stabler is coming to your house, buddy. He's like, listen, we need to know where were you at on Monday night? Oh man, that's funny. All right, so no Legion Go, man. Price is crazy. Anything over $1,000 is crazy, and that I can't see that. Listen, and I asked this question like in the title of the video, like, man, is the video game industry just going off a cliff? Because if there was no Nintendo, man, listen, my gaming days would be over. It would be over. Or I probably have a Steam Deck. I mean, I probably, matter of fact, I still have a Steam Deck that I don't play, but I probably would, have a PC. But for the most part, listen, it would be over. It's because of stuff like this here. EA seems to have killed off the Need for Speed franchise. First of all, they needed this just to keep Burnout. I wish they'd have never killed that one off. Burnout, to me, was a better series than Need for Speed. Need for Speed was nice. I like the police element, but I still prefer to have Burnout. Like I said Need for Speed is well known and successful video game franchise from EA, and sadly, it appears that the series is now unfortunately dead. Criterion, who have been the stalwarts of the long running series, have now been moved onto other duties at EA and are now a Battlefield support team. Golly. Speaking of Battlefield, I mean, another game that, hey, EA, your director, y'all should be trying to figure out a way to get that game to Switch too. And to me, you should have had that on there before Call of Duty came out. So you know what? More people would jump on that before they even thought about Call of Duty. Captain C says we need for Speed and Burnout for Switch 2. Yeah, man, Burnout, man. Burnout on the PSP was like my jam. My jam. You know another game, man. Listen, it was like a one hit wonder. It came in, and we talked about it before. It's on the Vita. Unit 13, man. I listen. Can I get that remade for the Switch 2? Somebody somewhere, please remake Unit 13. That game was so fun. I just enjoyed the tactical mission. Go in here, save this person, don't die. Love that game, man. JB says, how is the battery of those handheld things against Switch 2? All I hear is people complaining about Switch 2 battery. It's about the same. Um, I would say the Switch is definitely better than the Legion Go, and it's probably on the same page as the Steam Deck, and I have the Steam Deck OLED. Man, cool breezy, taking it easy for Sheezy. Man, good evening, my brother. Yeah, Unit 13 was great. That was such a fun game. That and Killzone. Love Killzone on the Vita. There wasn't too many games on the Vita that had online multiplayer. But Killzone's multiplayer was so good on the Vita. So good. And competitive enough where, you know what? I just wasn't dying left and right. Let me get y'all on the board real quick. Oh, I hate when it does this. Mm-mm, mm-mm. All right, hold on. I got it. My track 3 was going on, sir. Let me get you on the board. Cool. Free. Did I miss anybody else? I got Cool Breeze. Brittany said just ordered it on Amazon. Yes, it'll be here Wednesday. All right, Nintendo. You know, nice shout out for the promote. But I'm not mad at you, Brittany. Not mad. Cool Breeze says Unit 13 was great. Montrag is on the building. Captain C says also would be cool if we got proper open worlds, free roam, jumping off buildings outside of Lego Marvel. Correct. I agree. Unit 13 was a Sony IP and Zipper, and it got closed down years ago. Man, oh man. Now see, I'm not a big fan of pirating, but this is a game that you pirate. If I found Unit 13, I might. Uh oh. I mean, let me pull up eBay real quick. Oh, my. Hold on, my little thing tripping. There you go. eBay. We need to see. We need to see. We need to see it all together. Unit 13. PS Vita. What we got? What we got? There it is. Oh, it's only $20. That card look kind of jacked up. Let me see if I can see another one. See, I ain't found it cheaper. Oh, yeah, got one with the box. Located, United States. Let's go. All right, listen, I'm gonna leave that right there because I'm gonna buy that right when this is over. Yeah, Unit 13. I just need that. That's one you just need in the class. I need that one in my collection. Brittany says, y'all too advanced for me with the games. I have no idea what any of those games y'all talking about. Just give me Bomberman, Super Mario, Donkey Kong, and I'm good. And maybe Lego Batman. Brittany. Brittany, do you have a Switch 1 or a Switch 2? If you got a Switch 1, I think you good for a minute. It's a bunch of games you can get. But if you got a Switch 2, I think it just might be time for you to go ahead. Matter of fact, I know it's because it's getting ready to go up in price if you have not upgraded already. Because that new Batman, matter of fact, Batman, Lego Batman is next. That comes out next month too. God almighty, so many games, so many games. I'm trying. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if come on, act right. It's gonna be tripping. I don't care nothing about that. All right, let's see. I went all the way back too. Ain't that about a blip? All right, we in July. Ah, Madden. You know what? Why is not college football on the Switch too? Yeah, tell me they back to that dumb stuff. Dang, you know what? Listen, that Marvel fighting game too. All right, Beast of Incarnation, August 4th. Marvel's Token Fighting Souls, August 6th. Madden, gotta pick up Madden. Let's see, keep it going. Permafrost, that game look good. Metal Gear the 27th. Ooh, I'm passing on Elden Ring. Don Walker, nope, because you're too close to Wolverine. Dawn of War, nope, 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 nope. Control Resonant, nope, nope, too close to Wolverine. All right, we going into October. All right. Ace Combat, maybe. E Day, October the 6th. Gears E Day is a must. It's a well, if I still got my game pass by then. Castlevania, let's go. 15. I ain't listen, low key, you know, I like Wii Sports. I'm sorry, but I'm picking that one up. October 23rd is Call of Duty. Okay, all right. So, all right. Now hear me out. Call of Duty is October 23rd. There will be a Nintendo Direct before then. I don't know about in October, September, but it will be a Nintendo Direct will happen before this game is released. November, no, can't nobody Godzilla. Listen, look at this. November, Grand Theft Auto. Nothing in December. Everybody was like, listen, man, we done. Okay, ain't no other games nobody playing. Ain't no other games. So I wonder when Marvel Rivals will get footage shown. Yeah, I think that next Nintendo Direct probably gonna be in September. The Marvel Rivals, that's gonna be dope. So I had one of the level records on Unit 13. No one beat it in 3 months. See, I tell you something, man. That's how dope that game was. Captain C says Marvel Token and Godzilla destroy all monsters remastered. I heard people rent out cinemas to play Mario Kart. Could you imagine renting out to play Godzilla? Nope. I'm not. I wouldn't. But Bazzer says Halloween needs announced for Switch 2. Will have to buy it on PS5. Yeah. Now are you talking about that 2D the 2D Halloween, or do they have like a Halloween game coming out? Jay Big says the direct will be in September like every year. Yep, I agree. But you know what, Nintendo they've been on some different stuff this year, so it wouldn't surprise me if they switched it up. But you right, Jay Biggs, man, you are right. I really hope RoboCop is a shadow drop on Switch 2. That would be so dope. RoboCop, man, listen, this one I didn't play it, but this one watching it, I'll play. I was like, man, that game looks good. But I want it in handheld mode. Maybe it's just me. All right, that's crazy though. October boy, listen, boy, Castlevania, listen, man, I cannot wait. And go ahead, Nintendo, and announce me a new 2D Metroid. So you know what? Listen, it is plenty to play. We're not in the season where it's like, oh man, it really ain't nothing to play on Switch. No, it is plenty to play. Say no, they have a full game. It's like Friday. Oh, I did see that preview. Yeah, oh, that's gonna be crazy. Because Friday the 13th, man. Listen, I hate that they closed those servers down, but I was just not getting into it before they closed it down because I got the game super duper cheap, and then they closed the servers down. I was like, oh, okay, Brittany said you have both. So Brittany, you are in good hands. You are in good hands. You see, I think you would like Rhythm Heaven. Now, everybody might listen. You would like it, Brittany. You like Bomberman. If you like Bomberman, you'll like Rhythm Heaven. That's another one that just dropped. Now, I was a big Rhythm Heaven fan back on the DS because I liked it with the stylus because it was just that something about that rhythm game is I like games like that. They're kind of simple in nature, but kind of hard and strategic at the same time. Because to me, it's like I love Pac-Man '99. Please, Capcom, just make that a game and sell it. I will buy it. I'll buy that on digital, hands down. Yeah. So that's my suggestion to you, Brittany. Rhythm Heaven Groove. I think it's like $40. I'm trying to think what other you might like Yoshi's new game. I think I need to. Matter of fact, Yoshi has a demo. You should get the demo, but and get Star Fox. Come on, Brittany, get Star Fox, man. Gotta get Star Fox. You like Bomberman 64? Star Fox 64. Come on, they remade it. It's dope. Yeah, I show Brittany some love in the chicken chat. All right, let's. We was on EA's head for a minute. Um, those games would be super dope if they just found a way to bring it to, especially Burnout. Wow, Burnout was so fun. Even though they got Burnout for the Switch though. Don't make me go back to eBay. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I own Burnout for the Switch. I think I do. I think I own it digitally. I think I do own it. All right, let's see. Okay, listen, don't get me wrong, man. I don't even know if I would buy something like this for my kids. This would probably be something dope that I would like maybe one day just to build and then like spray it with glue so it don't go nowhere. But this Lego Donkey Kong set is pretty dope. That is pretty. Hey, listen, and the word Donkey Kong is all in Legos. Yeah, that's dope. It's just not $200 dope. Bazza says there's a Super Bomberman collection on Switch too. That's right, it sure is. A matter of fact, Brittany, you know what? You could probably play some of them older Bomberman games right now if you got the Nintendo Online. I wonder, do they get Bomberman 64 on the Nintendo Online? That's a good question. Captain C said the developers for Burnout have Star Wars Galactica Racing releasing this October. That's right. So many games, man. Like, there's no way I'm going to play all these games. But I tell you, I know the ones for sure that are like, okay, they're getting bought. Wolverine getting bought. Um, Metal Gear getting bought. Castlevania getting bought. Getting bought. And then we're gonna see what and a Splatoon is getting bought. Matter of fact, Splatoon is almost paid for. Shout out to GameStop. All right. But yeah, $200 for this here. You know what I could do with $200? It won't be buying no Legos. But for those of you like I can't call her my daughter-in-law, but my son's girlfriend, she loves Legos. So that's be something that my son might buy her for Christmas. Just not me. All right, Nintendo announces San Diego Comic Con 2026 lineup includes Switch Sports Resorts and other surprises. But of course, they're not going to tell us a surprise. All right, it says celebrating Splatoon Raiders launch at San Diego Comic Con. That probably would be kind of interesting. Um, First hands on of the Nintendo Sports Resort. Listen, you know what? Are you guys in favor of them just completely doing a brand new Smash Brothers, or just re-releasing Smash Brothers and just adding another like season pass to it? Because to me, like Smash is good. I like it. You can cut Smash on right now and be having so much fun. And I think Nintendo will probably make so much more money if they just go ahead and say, you know what, we're gonna give you the Ultimate Edition with all the DLC, and then we'll have another pack on top of that. And I'm not saying in this life cycle don't have another Smash like towards the end, but you can get away. They can get away with it, and Smash should be good for the next 2 years, and then drop a brand new Smash. Says and Godzilla is Barbie. The only MVP that I can really stand up for. That's so funny. Oh man, yeah, GTA man. Listen, that's gonna be interesting. I would love. We can't wait to see the reviews of that game. Bazza says all Gaming Dad needs is Pac-Man multiplayer game. He would need no other game, at least for a little while, man. That was listen. That was like my therapy coming home from work. I would come home and say, you know what? I'm going straight to play Pac-Man 99, and that's what I do. I would get in on that Pac-Man 99. I play. I would have to set a limit. I said I can only play 3 rounds. That's it. I said I got to get to number one within these 3 rounds, so that's it. And man, that was my jam. I would make sure I do it. I would read my Bible, and that was like that was it. That was my treat. One can only dream. But yep, San Diego Comic Con, man. If I had a little extra dough, I would love to go, but I'll be watching it from the sideline like a lot of us. One day, one day, maybe. I think maybe this year I might make it out to PAX East. I think it's in like Boston. I think that's my plan. Everything works out right. All right. Listen. id Software says team about the same size as Doom 2016 team, and they will continue on. You know, man, these layoffs, boy, is from afar is depressing. You know, it's like Xbox, man. You really have put a sore spot on the gaming community. It's like, you know what? There's no way I can recommend a kid to go and make video games unless they was making their own. It's like unless you're gonna make your own, and there's no way I can say, yeah, go work for the gaming industry. You know, it'll be fun. You know, you make a lot of money and think blah blah. Nope, I can't. I can't even say that because they will. It's so unvolatile. They will just lay you off in a heartbeat. Jay Big says, I am boycotting Smash Brothers until they put Twinkle Tail. Uh, Master Chief would never come. Marcus would be dope. Dude's guy would be dope. Master Chief would be dope. Don't get me wrong. These are the ones like back in the early days of my channel. That's all we kept calling for. I was like, man, come on, Master Chief. Don't say you're a boycotter. Listen, Smash is my game, man. I love Smash. And I'm not even that good at it, but I love playing, especially with my kids. I love playing with my kids, you know, because sometimes, you know, they'll jack me up, but if I get them, boy, they are so mad. So bad. Oh. So Retro needs to hire those ID workers. Yeah. Yeah. And turn some things around over there. Like fix Metroid Prime 4. Nintendo should go to jail for shutting down. Jail, all the way to jail. The back of the jail. Like, I don't know. I think it might have been a license thing. It might have been like, okay, they had a certain license with Namco, and maybe it was. I would like to do the research. I bet money was probably more Namco than Nintendo, but or maybe Namco was like, listen, we want some more money. This is gonna be free. Well, they should have just said, all right, let's just, you know what? Let's sell the game. You can sell that game right now. It would be dope. You maybe want to. I'm gonna tweet at them tonight. Like, man, listen, just go ahead and just put Pac-Man 99 out for the world to buy. That's it. Just listen. I would pay $40 for that game. That's just me though. You know, I'm a Pac-Man fan. He said, "Oh, go to work for Nintendo." Right. So I did not get the last Smash Brother. J Big, man, you tripping. They probably won't release one until 2030 when the movie comes out. You're right. You know, Nintendo got to make they all about that money, buddy, and will not get it until my demands are met. Semester Prime 4 is fine the way it was. Just have them work on 5 and see that they can get Perfect Dark. Right. These Nintendo IPs, man. I wish that Nintendo was like, listen, we need to get that one back. Especially Perfect Dark would be dope to get back. I think they can at least petition to buy that one back. Or better yet, petition to buy Rare. Now that would be dope. You want to make some money? Y'all want to make some of that money back, man? Sell Rare to Nintendo. Go ahead and bring them back home where they belong. See, before they shut down Pac-Man, they did sell an offline version. I know. Listen, you know what? You know what? Messing around, not paying attention, and did not buy it, and was like, "Oh, what was I doing?" And you can't even go in and buy it. That's what makes me mad. It's like you can't even go back and buy it. Said Mont Dog Beats. What's going on, man? He says Sony is probably. Let me put this comment up. He says Sony is probably planning on making the next PlayStation and Switch type device with a base system, a handheld, and then a dock system with more powerful GPU, and they will use carts. I don't know about that because you know what? They had carts with the Vita, and the Vita wasn't as successful as they wanted it to be. Um, I don't think they go back to cartridge because that's just a medium. You know, that's something else they got to pay for. I think going away from making the announcement, making the announcement that it's not gonna be digital. I don't think they're going that direction. I do believe they're going to make it handheld. But that thing is going to be a digital device, and somehow, some way, that thing is going to be able to play PlayStation 5 games. How it happens, I do not know. It's gonna be for us to sit around and look and see. But that's the rumor so far that they are making a handheld, and if there's a rumor that it will be a digital device. It's not confirmed. Nothing's confirmed. But yeah, that's a good comment. But I disagree with you on the cartridge for sure. Like, handheld, yes, definitely coming. And I think that's gonna be that bridge gap to get you into that PlayStation 6. It's gonna be that handheld first to get you hyped. Cause they test the waters with the Portal, and I think the Portal did decently well for them. Beyond their expectations. And then now they're going to move off to a system that's going to be a little bit more beefier. If they come out, if they can make it happen, make it work, it's going to be a winner. But then you understand what you're getting into with a handheld device if they come out strictly digital. Um, Especially if I can take my PS5 games and don't have to rebuy digital and say, hey, I got a PS5 game that I bought my money. Now give me the digital version. Well, then they might have a winner. But hey, Dog Beats, man, thanks for coming through, man. Listen, man, I give out a free Nintendo eShop card every Monday night, man, and you on the board, my brother. Let me get you on there right now. Oh man, listen, this be tripping. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Dog, what's going on, man? You know what? Listen, you make mistakes. Cool breezy. Dog Beats. All right, got you. You on the board, and we give it out at the end of the night. Hold on 1 second. Let me. All right, I'm gonna go through and check a couple other sites. No diss, no buy. PlayStation, no diss, no buy boycott immediately splinters in the face of Black Ops ports. Woo. So Call of Duty has finally broken Sony's cycle of racial, or not racial, but racial tweets. The PlayStation 5 maker promoted Black Ops 1 and 2 coming to the platform this week and snapped its recent losing streak of being dunked on uh, over killing physical games in the process. The reversal shows the potential limits of players shouting "No diss, no buy." Oh man, that's funny. I listen. I'm not going even on the front. Listen, I totally agree with that sentiment, even though that statement, it's a little racial. Let's see. JB says they don't need to buy Rare. It's not the same people. Just get the IPs. Yeah, I agree with that, J Biggs. I agree. But you know, Rare still makes some. They still got some talented people over there, though. But you're right. We just need the IPs back. See, Bazza says, if PlayStation have a handheld, there are two IPs to bring to Mod Nation Racing. Well, listen, Mod Nation Racing low key was super good. The PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. Listen, PlayStation. Listen, two games that were like super good. Even though like PlayStation Battle Royale wasn't as fun as Smash, but it was fun. It wasn't no punk game. Jay Big says, I will be bringing back old tweets from anyone that does show them the PS6 if they said they are done with Sony. Jay Biggs is the receipt collector. This still grinds my gears. Somebody gave me the dial, gave me a dislike. Oh, don't do that to me. All right, let's go. Captain C says Nintendo should release physical media on cartridges just to spite Sony. Imagine albums and movies on Nintendo cartridges. Yeah, listen, yeah, that would be crazy. It says, where is my Black Ops on Switch 2? You know what, man? Listen, I we've had these conversations about EA. This is one again. Microsoft, man, y'all just throwing money. Y'all just leaving money on the table. Leaving money. You know what? Or you try to get all the money you can off of PlayStation and Xbox, and then you come into re-dip on PS2. I mean on Switch 2, which I hate, but I understand why they do it. Yeah, I saw a lot of people playing Black Ops this weekend. They were very mad at Sony last week. Very mad. So we used to have cartoons and movies on GBA carts. Sure did, because I had SpongeBob. I had a lot of those Nickelodeon shows on GBA where you could just pop that cartridge in and you could watch the show there. That was dope. I had like a little Game Boy Advance SP, and that thing was clamshell. You know, I just put my little cartridge in, and I took that thing camping one time and sat back and watched SpongeBob while I was camping. It was dope. That was before the iPhone. Crazy, crazy. I remember those times. Remember the times, man, where you know it was like this is straight flip phone or a beeper or I had a BlackBerry. I had a BlackBerry before I had an iPhone. I used to love my BlackBerry, but that iPhone dropped. Psh, my wife got one at first. I was like, that thing is dope. This BlackBerry is going back tomorrow. And I have never looked back. Jay Big says they didn't even release Black Ops on Xbox, just PS4, PS5. Crazy. Crazy. Why would you do that? Listen, it that is stupid. Why would you do that? I don't got nothing to say on that one. That right there, that burns my feathers. What? You okay. Maybe they know something we don't know. I don't know. Bazza says, I wish Nintendo did a rip off of Warhawk. That would be day one for me, man. Listen, a lot of people don't understand, man, how good some of these old PlayStation games were, but Warhawk was that deal. That game was so good. I bought that game twice. That thing broke. I mean, somebody broke the disc by mistake. I went out the next day and bought that thing again. That whole release makes no sense. Yeah, and that I don't understand that. Why would you release it just for one? Unless you had another plan? I don't know. That's just stupid. That is stupid. CFG says, how do you guys feel about those physical games? Listen, we've been talking about that for quite a bit. But I think we all on the same page. Like, man, it's hard to support a company like that because of the amount of power they would have. You see now, like I think what they just recently delisted like 500 games. To delist 500 games, that's a man. Listen. That's crazy. And they have people have games inside their libraries, and have those games is being pulled and deleted. Man, listen, I don't want no company to have that kind of power. That's what I back out. I back that right there will make me back away from gaming. Say, all right, man, I'll just play the old school stuff and keep it pushing. You know what? That will be it for me. That'll be a wrap. Yep. That I pre-ordered that one handheld that didn't really come out from what's the name of that? Evercade with the Banjo Kazooie cartridge. Now, I'm waiting on that to drop, and say I'll support stuff like that because that to me everything is on the cartridge. So I don't need no internet to keep playing. Ooh, you got a sidekick. Ha, that's so funny. Yeah, but I had a Motorola. I had that one that had like the little stylus. I had that one too. But I really like my BlackBerry. That was my boy. Listen, that was my stuff. When you could text, and I was just you be on that keyboard. I be texting at work like all the time, just communicating. And the sidekick too. That's so funny. So I had that Star Trek. I walk about and transport. Remember the Nextels, man. I had a Nextel during 9/11, and I was in Michigan, and my brother lived in Harlem, and he worked in the American Express building, which was right next to the World Trade Center. And I just remember not hearing from my brother none that day. I went off to work, and my brother had to work from New York to New Jersey. And once he got to New Jersey, he was able to call me. And I remember being at work, I put him on speaker for the whole store. The whole store stopped and listened. That's how dope. That's how crazy it was. And he was just describing his encounters of watching people from the World Trade fall and the sounds they made when they hit the ground. And his with that, man, it sent chills through the whole grocery store. Crazy, man. That was a crazy time, crazy day. Crazy day. But yet, next tales, man. That was what's that? That's how you had to use your minutes. You could chirp for free. You had the two-way for free. Like what's going on? That was remember no commercial. What's man, those commercials was funny, man. What's up? That's to start my show off. What's up? Dub City, man. What's going on, man? That was movies, not games. Oh, too much Star Trek. Dub City, man. Let me get you on the board, man. Welcome, 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 my brother. I know you over there in Sydney, Australia. You probably was like, oh, it gave me that song. Let me get on. Dub City. All right, got you on the board, Dub City. Yeah, that Palm Trio. Yeah, that was it. Listen, I was supposed to have an interview at the Amex building that next day. Crazy. Crazy. So I love the Motorola Razor. Felt like I was on Star Trek with it. Yeah. Yeah. Beat me up, Scotty. Good times, man. The cell phone era, man, growing up in that was crazy. Having a beeper, you thought you was the man. You had a beeper though. Hold on one second. I had this phone call. You went out to a payphone and paid a quarter for a phone call. Can't do that no more. No diss, no buy. I should get a shirt made. Say, no disc, no buy. That's crazy. Man, all right, do a couple more checks in. It says UK charts Assassin's Creed plants its Black Flag at number one. One. All right, this is the UK charts. We'll go through 1 through 20 in the games. Got Black Flag number one. 007, boy. I mean, that's been around. It's shoot number two. That's a nice little time to be at the top. FC 26, Tamagotchi Life number four, Resident Evil Requiem number five, um, Mouse PI for Hire number seven, Star Fox number nine, Grand Theft Auto 5. Golly, man. Whew, jeez. Battlefield 6. Why isn't that game coming to Switch 2? I don't know. Minecraft, Lego Batman. That's number 15. Donkey Kong Bonanza, number 17. Resident Evil 3, number 18. Elden Ring, 19. Sims 4, number 20. That game must have been on sale or something. No, have not picked up Black Flag. Maybe as the year progresses, I might dig in, catch it on sale somewhere. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. So I used to have a custom antenna on that used to pop up. That's crazy. I used to, I used to have an antenna on it that used to have an LED light on it. Man, listen, you going too far. Gaming dad. Top should say not. Ah Bassett, man, listen. You be quiet. Stop smoking them vapes. That was funny. Uh, not unwrapped. Not played. Oh man, it's it. Listen. Touche. Listen, you're right. I got a lot of games, man. Only so little time. Quet through 11 says Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth for the Switch 2 down to $30 for a couple more days. I did see that online. I just don't know if I want to buy it online though. I think you know what, matter of fact, I think that same price is they're matching it too. Yeah, $30 is a good price. But I think they can beat that price. If I hold tough to Black Friday, maybe, just maybe, we might get it like a $25 price. Jay Biggs says, man, I used to do some crazy mods to my cell phone that used to mess up my reception just to look sweet, right? That's just funny. The things we did as kids, man. All right, good people. Listen, man. It is 10:32. We've been in this bad boy for 2 hours. We're gonna go ahead and get to the giveaway. You know, this is my final thoughts, man. This on before we get into it. My final thoughts on this on the video game industry. It's been sad. It has not really been like an uplifting experience this last couple of weeks. From definitely from all the layoffs from the different studios closing. You know what? You gonna sell like we might have liked Phil Spencer, but it seemed that he dropped the ball. Just like Jim Ryan, we know that he dropped the ball. That's why Sony is in these positions where they gotta make these drastic decisions because somebody said, you know what, games of the service is the way. Well, nobody thought about like, hey, you know what, you gotta be good enough to compete against some of these juggernauts, and nobody's competing with Fortnite. Nobody's competing with Roblox. So I don't think Sony thought that one through very good. They didn't. So now as we look at it going forward, like man, come on, Nintendo, just hold tight. Don't you fall into it, the all digital version universe yet either. You know, we still need a physical copy of games. I don't care if I gotta pay a little bit more. I don't care if I gotta wait for a little bit. Fine. But I still want my physical games on cartridge. Period. All right, good people. Listen, let's go ahead and get into it and know what to do it. All right, the wheel is up and alive. You know how we do. If your name is picked up first, you know you see the sweet tones, my boy Peter Griff. All right, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. We got 23 people on the wheels of steel tonight. And who will be the first loser tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Has been a minute. We in it to win it. Dub City just got on the scene. And Dub City is out. Peace out, Dub City. Thanks for coming through, my brother. We keep it moving and grooving. Who's up next to catch a flex? And it will be who? Geeky chick. She was in here for a hot second, then out of here. She probably streaming herself. Keep that wheel spinning for the winner. What did the sheep say? Doom, 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 doom. What did the sheep say? Bazzett. Bazzett 24/7. YT. Out of here. All right. Up next, catch for Dion Freeman. Matter of fact, listen, Dion, if I win tonight, I'm giving you my hookup because you was always first in the chat. But you lose. Out of here, my friend. If Gaming Dan wins, it'll go to Dion. I almost forgot to say it. All right. Who's up next? Catch a flex. It will be. Ooh, that's close. But Sonic Knuckle Tails 2. It's out of here, my friend. Who will it be? Who will it be? Who will it be? Who will it be? Phantom Katrina. She went on the street for a minute, but she out of here. All right, we get it down to 15, and then we'll look at the comments. Who will it be? Who will it be? Who will it be? Who will it be? Steve M.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. Kiki said, "Oh, I'm still here, just quiet." Okay, Kiki, go get girl. Go Kiki, go Kiki, go Kiki. All right, keep it moving and grooving. Who's up next to catch the flag? Bazit 24/7. If I win, give it to the person who's second. All right, bet. Quay through 11 in the building.
You lose.
But out of the building at the same time. All right, we're down to 15. Bazit 24/7 with the super chat said, if I win, give it to the person who is second. All right, gotcha. So if Bazit win, the second place winner would get it. Gigi says, hey. Said, I'm still here, just quiet. J Big says, I meant to say no. Okay, hold on. JB says, if Nintendo and Sony would have allowed Game Pass on their system, Phil Spencer gamble would have worked, but once they said no, he was doomed. Yeah, you're right. You right. If Game Pass would have been allowed on them systems, you are correct. He would have been looked at as the king. Cause that would have been the deal of deals to make that happen. But Nintendo and Sony was like, man, you crazy. That'll make us look like we would look like some bums if they'd have made that decision. All right, we're down to 15 people left on the wheels of steel. And let's see who's up next to catch all the flex. And it will be Jack Black 12.
You lose.
Is out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, keep it moving, keep it moving. And this one here will be our special winner tonight. We know how we do our special winner. And Jay Biggs, our guy from New York Knickerbocker. It's our special winner tonight, but you know how we do.
Psych! Better luck next time. Slugheads.
Jay Biggs off the board, ladies and gentlemen. Him and them Knicks. Montrack 3 will be the next one off the board, ladies and gentlemen.
Very good. Very good. You know something?
Nothing for you. Come back. 1 year. Next.
All right. We'll get it down to 10 is CMG in the place to be.
Very good. Very good.
Very good. All right. CMG's off the board, ladies and gentlemen. We keep it moving and grooving. Up next to catch the flex will be my another brother, Captain C. Out of here. All right, we're down to 10. We'll go one more. We're going to go one more time. One more time. Oh, not Brittany. Brittany, thank you for hanging out with us. You came so close, but Brittany is off the board. Brittany, thank you for hanging through. Come through again. Check us out. Hopefully, prayerfully, I'll be here next Monday. All right. Number 9. 9 left on the board. And it will be, oh, man, Dog Beats. Man, thanks for coming through, man. A good comment about the Sony PlayStation. Appreciate you. But you are out of here. All right, we're down to our 8 people left. We'll get it down to 5. We'll look at the comments. Keep that wheel spinning for the winning. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be, it's not Sonic Knuckle Tails. All right. Down to 7, the number of completion. Who's up next? Who will it be? Montrack 4529. But you're out of here. You're done, son. All right. We had 6 in the mix. Ah. And a geeky chick is out of here. Please exit left, ma'am. All right, all right. We're down to 5 people left on the board. Let's do one more to make it 4. Then we'll go to the comments. Who will it be? Who will it be? Who will it be? Cool breeze. Taking it easy for Sheezy Maneezy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to our final 4. Your boy Gaming Dad is in the final 4. What? Bazit, 24/7 TV. Ricardo in the building, and my man CMG. Chairman Gaming. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. CMG. Oh my God. They're going crazy out here in New York. CMG. Chairman Gaming. What's going on, YouTube? My people in YouTube, they're going crazy out here in New York City. I don't agree with it. That's my CMG voice. All right. Quick, let's go to the comments real quick. J Big says, what Nintendo would have to agree to what have been a Game Pass Lite that only had the game Xbox games because they would wanted their cut. If third-party games, Microsoft wanted full Game Pass, so it would fall apart. Yeah, Nintendo was not letting them get on their platform for free, for sure. And Sonic Knuckle Tales always says it's rigged. Sonic says at least Geeky is off the wheel too. Golly. GT not here, but the wheel still did his job. Great 311 says CMG, he did you dirty. No, I did. No, I did not try to do him dirty. CMG is probably in another live stream right now. Yeah, he is. That's all right, though. I mean, he got us right. That's cool. He's still my brother from another mama. All right, ladies and gentlemen, down to our final 4. Who will be next to catch all of the flags? And it will be Bazit 24/7 YT. All right, we're down to 3. We got to get it down to 2. Who would it be? Who would it be? Not CMG. Not CMG. Not CMG. CMG is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's down to your final 2. It's your boy. Gaming Dad back on the wheels of steel. CMG, man, you just lost. Like seconds ago. You was in the final 3. But you out of here. It's me and Ricardo for the win. If I win tonight, I give it off to my boy Dion. So let's see how this do. All right, ladies and boys and girls, let's have at it. No drum roll, please. Let's get it in where we fit in. Tonight's winner will be Ricardo. CMG Gaming Dad takes the L. Get me off the board. Ladies and gentlemen, from Ricardo tonight, our winner tonight. Ricardo, you know what to do, man. Send me a message over on Discord, and I'll get it to you sometime this week. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, not CMG. Now gave me that. Did CMG dirty. I did not. I did not. That was just funny. It just came right on time. Oh man. Send me the message, Ricardo, man. I'll get it to you, my brother. That's so funny. All right, listen, boys and girls, listen, this is another great show, man. Thank you for hanging out with me, man. Please forgive me for for the switch up in schedule, man. But it'd be a hard take not to work and then stream. So, but school getting ready to start, so my schedule will hopefully get more settled until basketball season. So, um, just bear with me, man. Listen, you see myself pop up, man. I start shooting in Discord when I'm going live, man. Come on and hang out with us, man. We always have good conversations. It's always a joy to kick it with y'all, and I do be missing y'all when I'm not here. What I got coming up this week, man? Of course, I got some. I got a photo shoot on Saturday. Next Saturday, I got a DJ and event. So at least I'm kind of staying busy. But man, my other job, well, I'm praying for that to either pick up or God, God, no, like I need you to do this, Lord. I just need you to work with me, bless my finances, so I can continue to stay moving. So I'm just gonna trust Him, not trust me, because me, Dave Rita, tear it up. But God, he be right all the time, man. All right, good people, listen. Let me get my pray on for you guys. I haven't did that in a week, quite a while rather. So whatever you at, man, if you mind closing your eyes for a hot second, just let me get my prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we praise your holy name, Lord, because you are everything. We are nothing without you, but we are everything with you. So, Lord, we pray right now that we just want to give you the praise and to say thank you. We thank you for the good and the bad. We thank you for the things that's coming upon us. And Lord, I pray for those in this stream who have lost loved ones recently. Lord, I pray that you heal their heart, heal those relationships. I pray that they forgive those relationships, good or bad. I pray that they just forgive. I just pray they have forgiveness on their heart. The verse clearly states that we can't enter the kingdom of God with unforgiveness. I just pray that they learn how to forgive and forgive themselves for whatever situations it may be. I pray that your will and your love be upon all of us. That you bless us going forward, that you bless us spiritually, emotionally, and financially. I pray, Lord, that the people that's listening today, they operate in the overflow. That you bless their finances so much, Lord, that they become cheerful givers and they're able to bless other people in abundance. We just thank you for just loving us enough to provide us with your son and give us an avenue, opportunity to be in your kingdom. And I just pray that we all take advantage of the opportunity, that whatever God is calling your heart to do, that you be obedient and healed to it. In the mighty matchless name of Jesus Christ, I pray and give thanks to you, Yahweh. In Jesus' name I pray, and so it is, and so it shall be. Amen. Good people, this is your boy Game Dad, man. Thank y'all for listening to me. You didn't have to, but you did. And we off for another week. Man, D, I mean, I tried to bring the W home for you, man, but Ricardo stepped in, was like, I got him. Got him. Gave me that did COG dirty. Man, oh, you can't stop saying that. But not as dirty as Sony with the physical media. Facts, Captain C. Facts. That was fun though. Have a good night. Have a good night, everyone. Jay Biggs, my guy, New York in the building. All right, good people. This is your boy Gamey Dad, man. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. And the mortal words of Don Cornel, peace, love, and soul. Good people. This is your boy Gamey Dad, and I am Audi 5000G. Peace. Oh yeah, happy